kind of boring. I'm sorry to say. Like, I get it. Like, for a lot of people, people really do like that ambient horror style scenario. And, you know, good for them. I'm glad they have that. But I'll try it out again. Maybe something's changed. Maybe I'll like it again. But that's another thing, like on the higher difficulties, like unless you have everyone know what they're doing, you can't even do something on the difficult side, which is annoying. I used to be able to, I know Dante would be able to solo the hardest difficulty. I used to be able to solo the hardest difficulty, but now it just, especially on a larger map like Prison or Asylum, it's just annoying at this point. But hey, whatever. To each their own. Hex is exactly right. Yeah, you can't bully the ghost anymore. Oh well. I wish we could all agree to disagree on concepts in life these days, because, well, that's why the U.S. is so screwed right now. But anyway, welcome back.
This seems familiar.
How so?
I remember there being something. It was a. Yeah, it would have been a while ago. I don't know. I'm trying to. This is trying to recall a memory, but I want to say. Maybe it's just a similar concept.
My only memory of this area of recent was an op I did for a Warhammer 40k community in this area. I want to say like 2 years ago, but in terms of FNF, I don't recall an AO here. I know towards the west there were 1 or 2 AOs that were done recently, but this specific area, I don't think so. I know Lingor on the just south of where GREENFOR spawn is, there was another objective set there, but not this specific area. To my knowledge, at least. Otherwise...
Interesting. It was a while ago.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. There might have been around, like, over a year ago down here, because I get the deja vu that you're getting.
Lingor,
yeah, I think it was on Lingor, too. But this,
yeah,
that was a very old one, but... I mean, after a year, I think you can recycle AOs at that point. You know what I mean? Regardless, pick something, go with it. I'll back you up.
Sure. You always got my back.
I try to.
On the attacking side are going to be GREENFOR forces, which look to be some kind of Iranian or something similar to that. Fighting force, we see some very wooden AKs, so AKMs. That's a 7.62x39. Seeing those changes, as you mentioned before, the machine gun auto rifle changes. So I think the auto rifles might still be using RPKs. Not sure. Haven't seen one yet, but
yeah, they got RPKs. T4 Drake, for example.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I see him. Just as you mentioned that. But yeah, so lots of more Russian weaponry. We see 2 AAF helicopters actually.
They're static assets. Actually, there's 5 of them here.
6.
Oh, you're right. Yep, 6.
So fucking lot of them. So they're static assets. So I guess mark those off. But they have a, I'm gonna say fuckload of offroads.
Yep, transport.
Yep, 4 of them having 50 cals, and then 2 BTR. I want to say 60s.
80s.
It might be. Yeah, 80s. All right. I believe you.
It's edited in the roster thing.
I mean, obviously I didn't read it, so I can't say you're wrong.
It's all right.
But yeah, some nice heavy-hitting Russian equipment and some heavy-hitting. Oh God, I was backing up into the helicopter a little bit, but that should be it as far as assets. If you want to go over the roster.
So a few quick changes, because again, this is the week of those changes. There are now marksman rifles in the form of Mark 11s or SVDs at the squad level. For these guys, I believe it's going to be SVDs. I'm trying to find someone that has it. I'm just going to go through Alpha 2 real quick. I can't seem to find anyone with a marksman rifle.
Sergeant Pye does.
All right, is it an SVD?
Yep.
Yep. So that's just to help complement the squads, and then the weapon squads also now have a choice at a submachine gun. For GREENFOR here, it would be the PP2000, but they also have a rifle and AS Vals should they choose them. I already saw one guy choose an AS Val, though. Otherwise, the camo is specifically, I believe, the Iranian desert camo, which I know mission makers in Friday Night Fights also use it as a winter camo, which I actually have done in the past for some of my ops, so I do agree with that. But otherwise, go ahead and break down the players here. So Maz is commanding. He is one of the really good commanders here, also one of the mission devs. You'll play a Maz mission at least once a week, but we'll see what he has in store for this one. Vagrant being the X-ray leader, with Buckets being his sniper, and then Naders and Grav being his suppressed shooters. Naders taking an AS Val, and Grav taking a 45 RPK magazined M. Is that?
That's an AK.
I think that's
74.
Yeah, it's a 74, which I find kind of weird because everyone else has AKMs, but I get it. I think they just recycled the roster stuff from OP4 because all the other guys have AKMs, which fire 7.62 by 39, and Grav has something that fires 5.45 by, I forget the second number in that. What is it? 5.45 by what?
39. Same
39
as
as well.
7.62.
Gotcha.
It's just yeah, the whole idea
Shorter
of it
bullet.
being more slimmer, so it goes faster and penetrates armor better.
Otherwise, Alpha HQ being led by Dreek. He's got members of the 2nd MRB under him, as well as the 17th RB. Wheaton also the machine gunner here. He's actually, no, auto rifleman because he has an RPK. And it's the only noteworthy thing I can think of. I'm so sorry. Bridges leading Alpha 2. He's got Wiki, Coolbreeze, Warwick, and Anderson. Anderson being the head honcho of NA. The guy that organizes the events. Nemesis leading Bravo HQ. He's got Nafs and Ghoster under him. I would assume they're going to be some sort of vehicle crew, because when you see 2 solid blocks under the squad leader, it usually means they're taking a Vic, so they'll probably take a BTR 80. Iander, the AT guy for Bravo. Gabian, Lolo, Dog4, and Loki under him. So Scandi Recon member. Scandi Recon members with some TSB members, and then Dog4, I forget. I think he's 29th ID, but I could be wrong. And then Mito leading Bravo 2 with Sam Handwich, Michael, Jack, Lurch, and Twins under him. Charlie HQ being led by Montgomery. He's got Tymic and Despo under him. And then Charlie 1, we've got some well-known names. Schultz, Norris, Drake, Pinto, people that come week after week. And then Delta HQ, we got Balam, just, I guess, soloing because there's no one under Delta. So, interesting. All right, so defense.
Defense is going to be BLUFOR. If I can move my camera down over there. Defending the port town, or I guess just the port. They're starting to move out, so I'll try and make this quick, but they do seem to be, rocking just basic 5.56 M4s, M16s, usual BLUFOR stuff. Seeing some 240 Bravos as well. Lots of 240 Bravos, actually. I think I just saw like 3 or 4 total there. We have a SMAW actually on Bay for that AT, so that's gonna be a little different. Usually we see the MAWs, but with the SMAW, we might be able to see some spotting rounds or something like that.
That's new, actually. I haven't seen the SMAW deployed out today, so neat.
And they actually have 2 Humvees with M134 miniguns, those super Humvees. For SOCOM stuff. They have the M134 up top and 7.62 NATO. They have 240s, I believe. Well, it's a 240 on the side, also in 7.62 NATO, and then another 240 on the rear. Yeah. So those things are pretty nice.
You cut out.
Oh, sorry. What I cut out at?
I might slash you. We'll see.
Cool. But yeah, also they have these 2, I want to say these are transport trucks, but I'm not sure. I don't see benches on the back, which makes me question it.
I think they're open back, like recovery Vics. They're only for the portable M2.
I see. Yeah, because that's what they got is this nice covered turret, which actually doesn't protect them from the rear, but does protect them from above and the sides pretty nicely. So that could also be used. That is also an up-armored vehicle. You can tell just by the reinforced doors and windows and such. So that is pretty nice to see. The objectives they will be defending in this sector defense is going to be 1, 2, and 3. BLUFOR need to hold these sectors by keeping at least one person alive.
Bumper cars.
Oh, not really.
Flux rammed a truck. They're fine, thankfully, but...
No, not thankfully. I want to see a fireball
fly!
exactly. I want to see a shooting star tonight. But yeah, with the sectors, as long as
BLUFOR has no
one
AA
BLUFOR
because those
member is
helicopters aren't in play
alive
for
inside the
GREENFOR.
sectors, it will not turn. As soon as that is not the case and GREENFOR step inside of it, the sector will turn to GREENFOR. So we do see them moving to GREENFOR sectors 2 and 3, not really doing anything for sector 1. It is a little bit out there.
The lights glitching out in some of the terrain.
Or they're doing 2 and 3 as opposed to 1 and 2. They are going to be able, in theory at least, to cover each other from across the bay, but that's a good 300-400 meters. Not everyone is going to be able to reach that far consistently and effectively. So this might be a little bit of a mistake, but we'll see what happens.
I disagree with that. I actually like the strategy they're doing because you're looking at Charlie right now. They're going to drive up to the Overwatch area of Sector 1. But Sector 1 has the critical weakness of A, it's a big open area, and B, it's right next to a massive ridge that the enemy can get on top of and fire over the perimeter walls into, and thus really just make it completely unvisable. By defending sectors 2 and 3, as you mentioned, they can cover each other from across the bay. 2, you can make a really nasty bottleneck by building some fortifications up. And 3, you've got a nice perimeter with a lot of open area around it, which granted Sector 1 does have, but it doesn't have those big Overwatch hills that they really have to worry about. Plus, there are a few tall apartment buildings around this sector that you could see BLUFOR mount a guy or two inside to help lock down those individual open Overwatch areas. Otherwise...
Yeah, I would like to see BLUFOR mount a guy. I think I really would.
Of course you would. Otherwise, we've got Night Owl commanding Mr. Sexy Voice. We were just talking about him in the previous round. Green Thumb being his platoon medic. They don't do companies anymore. Shy, I believe, is in charge for X-Ray. So he's got a mix of AA members and Korvac, who I know is a fill-in. He likes to participate in my streams from time to time. Olaf is rocking one of the new Mark 14 weapons instead of the Mark 18s. So that's great to see. Bacon's rocking a SOCOM 16, which is the same thing as what Olaf's rocking, just a different model, to be perfectly honest. We got Spiky. Who's the sniper? Oh, okay, G-Legs is the sniper. I'd assume Spiky is then the medic. Flux is leading Bravo 1. He's got Bayon with him, and Dooley, Bald Eagle, Yolam's best friend, Kane, and Chow. That's going to be a really heavy-hitting squad. Schnuffles leading Charlie's HQ. He's got Space Cowboy, Carl, Artisan, Cosmo, Zoni, Cullen, Green Shade, Dusty's, Banks, Tanners, and Kevin with him. Honestly, that group has some various skill levels in there. Well, on the higher end, though. Good to say. Members of the 82nd under Delta 1 with Squeaks, Isaac, and Rees. I don't really recognize any of them, so I'll be curious to see how they do. And we got Pierce, Staten Bay, Coax, Noel, and Wise under Delta 2. I'm going to be honest, GREENFOR has definitely a larger roster here. I mean, if you scroll down and compare, they've got, honestly, an extra, like, 8 or 9 guys for that 15% numbers advantage, but I want to say BLUFOR has better quality here, but it's just really in one squad. G-Legs can also do some really good sniper stuff, but I don't know how I would spin this either way, because GREENFOR, you also have Scandi Recon, specifically Iander in the AT role, and we've got some really heavy hitters in Charlie 1 as well, with Norris, Pinto, Kernshaw, and Schultz, so I don't know. Could really go either way. I know for a fact, though, Iander gets less effective in NA, because that's when he gets super tired, so maybe he'll fall asleep again.
The alcohol starts to wear off on him.
Yeah.
Not wear on him, but wear off on him.
I see. I don't know. BLUFOR, with X-Ray, they might take some sort of proactive defense. I know Charlie, it looks like they're actually mounting up to SOCOM picks. They might try to just counterattack GREENFOR early on, which I wouldn't really be surprised about, because the only 3 crossing points GREENFOR has are 2 are really close together, and then 1's all the way up in the far right. So in all honesty, just send the Humvees in 2 separate directions, and you're bound to catch something. Or hell, send the M2 trucks to the far one on the right and send the 2 Humvees down. It's
you said SOCOM boats, and I got so confused because I didn't either.
The SOCOM Humvees.
Yeah, I was like, there are no SOCOM boats. That would take so long for them to go around in the water to get around to that. It'd be a worthless maneuver, and it's like, wait, no, that's not what he meant.
The roster did say they had a SOCOM boat, though.
Did it?
Yeah, I can't find... Oh, there it is. It's next to Charlie, Sector 2. Next to Night Owl.
Ah.
So that's basically a static gun position for him to use, including a 134 turned harbor side. Wow, that's actually really, really nasty.
Could be nasty, yeah.
Neat. One issue you got to worry about, though, is if you get in a vehicle in a sector, you are no longer in there on the sector. So if you're the last man to get into like a gunner seat in the SOCOM boat, you lose the sector, unfortunately. Not a boat! Gosh, it's such an old meme. So GREENFOR already seen them prepping a lot of their forces to pull around the far side, which I agree with. What does concern me, though... Okay, no, there's some big hills in the way. I thought BLUFOR would be able to see in the distance those headlights already moving. But I don't think BLUFOR have any angles to see that. Maybe if they got on the rooftop of the hotel building, but... Oh man, it's even starting to rain.
Yeah, looks like GREENFOR are going to be doing a big play to go
some far deployments
east and
here.
around. It's going to take a long time. But might work in their favor. Depends on how restless BLUFOR gets, I suppose. And if Nemesis can avoid crashing his car like that. Ooh, Lurch actually gets there. Gets a nice face full of post.
An X-Ray is probably going to follow that MSR to go on that far flank. I'm really surprised they're not going to bring any vehicle support, though. Now you got the
support.
Yeah, but specifically AT, you know? Now we're just going to see how things go.
We do have Charlie HQ moving a bit northwest, and the other SOCOM Humvee moving a bit more northeast. Shots already? I think Green Thumb was just testing the gun. Some early gunshots for some reason.
I think they're shooting out windows. Usually that's what you hear in the beginning.
And there goes Spiky.
Oh gosh, we had an accident.
Oh, already?
Yep, G-Legs, Bacon Flavored, and Olaf. Looks like their quad bikes crashed into each other. I don't know who died. I think it was Spiky, actually.
Well, Spiky, her connection dropped, so...
True. So they got G-Legs back up, but yeah, they had a quad bike accident. So BLUFOR, I thought they were going to be a little more proactive by pushing the Humvees out. They were not. Instead, they're camping them up on a hill. And they're just going to allow GREENFOR to fully deploy. What?
The quad bike started moving again.
Phantom quad bike?
They looked like they were about to go ballistic.
I'll watch it for a little bit. We're waiting for GREENFOR to position anyway.
That one that's on his side could be a bit of a problem. But the one that's still up looks to be okay-ish. We do have the first bit of GREENFOR getting close now.
Just gotta hope they don't have any accidents. I do like how they have the M2 watching the MSR just in case anything tries to counterattack. But I think BLUFOR have misplayed already by not committing those Humvees to counter or for any sort of counter-offensive early on, because those miniguns would have torn through these off-roads. Absolutely. PSTV making a joke about they should restart the server because of the quad bike accident. Oh my gosh. Do you know about that meme?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Partially because you won't shut the fuck up about it.
It's one of my favorite. Yep. One of my favorites. Interestingly enough, BLUFOR has decided to do a little bit of Overwatch on a really far hill on the bottom right of the map, and GREENFOR is actually coming around that angle. So we might see as Bay and Shao. Oh my gosh, Dooley is down there too.
Yeah, but they got the small. If they see these headlights in the distance,
God.
Which with the binocs, he actually might.
There are no headlights, though. They have them all turned off.
Oh, they do have them turned off? Oh,
They're
well,
being
Chow spotted them
sneaky.
anyway.
All right, let's see if we can get any long-range shots here.
And Chow does have that is a rangefinder he's holding, so he does have accurate range to those targets. But he just needs to whip out that small and get to firing. Oh, almost another accident between Mito and Lurch. Mito hit a tree and stopped. Lurch came up right behind him and gave him a little tap on the bumper, but didn't do anything. Oh, come on, Bay.
I think they're just gonna do recon data instead. Wait for them to dismount.
Yeah, that's
and then
just
do
about
something.
300 meters. That's an easy small shot. Maybe when they're still, at least. Now that they're gonna come from this direction, we'll see how good that intel gets spread around. And speaking of spread, I think BLUFOR might be spreading their defenses a little bit too thin, but they're in good enough clusters to where I think they should be able to collapse in on themselves wherever an attack comes from.
Just getting the recon data on itself is actually really good. Bay, I know, is smart. So he knows that by seeing all this force here, he knows there's going to be another force coming from a different direction. As I say that, Shoreline for GREENFOR starts putting some pot shots up on BLUFOR X-Ray's position.
Yep.
And having bacon-flavored returning fire with that suppressed SOCOM 16.
Legs looking for targets as well. For the gunner of that 50 cal, misses the first shot. Second shot, headshot.
Yeah, there goes the gunner. And the driver hasn't realized it yet. Now he is.
He's like, wait, why'd you stop shooting?
Oh, you're dead. Now, X-Ray, they have taken a few hits. I do see some bloodied bandages in a bush. Cover it here is a little limited. They really need to find an angle to let G-Leg start engaging. We also have one of the SOCOM Bics coming down. Having that flank would actually be really, really good just to really lock down GREENFOR here. With the 134, it's more of a weapon of terror, to be perfectly honest. It's a freaking minigun that fires 7.62. It's nasty. But we need to see that being fielded in. Because I get BLUFOR wants to keep it in reserve, but at the same time, slowing down GREENFOR's initial pushes would be the best, especially since they can't see any BTRs around. From that hill, they'll be able to see where those BTRs come in from, but those BTRs now coming in on the far flank. Ooh, Bayan might have an opportunity back here. That might have been what they were waiting for, to see where those BTRs are going to come from, and they might have a chance to knock them out early on. That is going to be messy. Tiberius, thanks so much for continuing your gift sub from Kelios.
Yeah,
Seriously, it means a lot, my friend. I hope you keep enjoying the operations.
Those BTRs,
hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Kind of
and yes, no, 762.
That would be
762 NATO.
That'd be something else if you did. Oh, now I see what you mean. Yeah, they're way up north.
Here comes the GPV. And he's on the minigun. Oh, is he going to catch that Vic out of position? Yes, he does.
Loses track of him, though.
Track it down.
Oh, and it actually gets away. Just the right timing behind the bushes. They're heading in the right direction. Last known location, but...
They're going to hear that gunfire, though.
Yeah.
Who is this? Norris and Herb charging that position on an off-road. But the GPV is going to follow him up.
Yeah. Oh, and they're actually going for a big old hill climb, but...
They're stuck!
And getting it stuck, and now those GLs... Oh, it's a perfect hole for grenades to fly down. And here comes Zoni. Yeah, he has to see those explosions on the grenades.
Minigun trying to adjust itself. Come on.
Yeah, driver's
eliminate him. Oh, a GL going right on top of Norris. Vic blows up, wounds Herb.
And now just stop. Now just stop.
Shoot them. Why are you pushing right up to their position? Just engage.
Nice.
Oh my god. Well, there goes Norris. Stop shooting. What are you doing? Sir.
Oh my god.
Sir.
What the hell is this traction?
It's a SOCOM vehicle.
Yeah, but it's definitely
It's got
special.
traction, baby. I don't even know what the hell we just witnessed here, but
Something cursed.
pretty much. So Korvac is
somehow went
down. Shy is unconscious. I doubt he'll wake back up. We'll see. Shy wakes
Probably
back up.
not. Herb is kind of roasting like chestnuts on an open fire, and they're coming the dump traps.
Oh god, the SOCOM boat came out.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
using the minigun on the coast. They coordinated with Bayant to fire at the coastal force with the SOCOM boat. The BTRs are going amphibious. The BTRs are going amphibious.
I didn't know they were ambidextrous.
Oh, Goober. All right, I want to see Bayant start rocking AT here.
So yeah, he's got it.
What is this? There's the gunner dead.
Yep, and now Night Owl needs to speed up and get out of here. Don't drive in a straight line away from
No,
the-
he's doing a wide turn. He's dead.
That's why you don't drive in a straight line. You don't run in a straight line away
So,
from what's coming to you.
BLUFOR command is dead.
Yep.
BLUFOR X-Ray's position got pushed by more GREENFOR players.
Base still has not fired their rocket launcher yet, but I think it's trying to take aim.
The minigun 7.62 by 7.62 NATO cannot pen the BTR. He could have switched to the 50 cal. Ooh, Shoreline gets a great spray on. I think that was G-Legs.
Was.
Now you got Schult pushing up here with an SVD.
I'm surprised that turned out as well as it did.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Well, that's a marksman down for GREENFOR. That's actually a pretty big deal. They did not have, that marksman did not have to die there.
Here comes the SOCOM Vic.
God. Yep, Zoni, gonna run over Felonius.
Felonius is like, hey, you're here to rescue me. And they're like, what? No.
Oh, and here's Shoreline.
Gunner knocked out.
Yeah, that's the gunner. That grenade is for... Oh. I don't know what they ran over. They ran over a spotting scope.
Yes, they did.
That got worse. So
Oh, and Shoreline found Feberus.
Feberus? You mean Felonius?
He's dead. There it is. It doesn't matter. He is now dead. Bay took out a BTR, and now their position is getting suppressed.
Fucking final.
No, Bay took out a transport. Why? Okay.
No, it was one of the armed ones. Smile.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know, might have been better if it was one of the armored ones, but that's just me. And yeah, they just pop smoke in their position like you're gonna scramble. But I don't know if their Vics are near or not, and they are pretty much pressed up against the wall of the AO, so they need to head straight north from here and try and find some way to get out of here.
You know, despite everything that's gone on, BLUFOR has been taking more casualties here. I'm a little worried that GREENFOR might be able to regroup and push across the airfield and dish out some hate.
More minigun fire coming from Artisan across the chasm. Montgomery getting suppressed to high hell. Flexing King doing a nice bit of spotting and shooting. With
Yeah,
the 40
but if they get spotted, they're kind of screwed.
Oh, yeah.
Because from their angle, the flashes from the gun, the silhouettes they make compared to the backdrop of the green, it's not Not really gonna do him much justice. I think that, yeah, Flux immediately heard that M2 firing. He's actually shooting at the gunner and getting fairly close.
Yeah. Not bad shooting.
So now it's just a matter of GREENFOR. It looks like they're pushing all of their forces to the coast to avoid that open field on the airstrip itself. They're going to then attack Sector 3. BLUFOR has nothing in terms of defenses, and then just push across south, potentially cutting off the remaining SOCOM VIX and the northern group. You also have a 5-man team on the other side coming. They'll probably hit Sector 1, and then those forces will reunite and push Sector 2. I think GREENFOR is just going to steamroll at this point.
Yeah, as long as best friend or mom's best friend stays in that tower inside the crane,
yeah,
and doesn't poke their head out like they're doing right now, then they're fine. It's gonna take forever for GREENFOR to clear out to this position, to the point where they may just like leave a squad here to keep searching, but then press on with the rest of their forces, which would make it any further assaults be considerably weaker. So,
and the BTR is supporting from the coast though for GREENFOR. I think it's GG, honestly.
Well, they are moving at a snail's pace. Those things do not go fast in the water.
Yeah,
so
but while GREENFOR is, you know, setting up to take the next sector, those BTRs, I mean, they're just going at a full pace. They can stay in the water, make landfall on the rear of Sector 2 to bypass any defensive line that BLUFOR's made on that position, and they can pen in and destroy the SOCOM. Well, not destroy, but they can kill everything in the SOCOM VIX and the M2 trucks, but the SOCOM VIC can't do anything about the BTRs because it only has 7.62. It has no anti-material rounds with the 50 cal. That's going to rely on the truck. Or AT. So I think GREENFOR is just in a really good position to steamroll, and even if they can't, it's going to pull stuff from the other sectors, and that 5-man strike team on the rear is going to also be a nice little extra that GREENFOR has. I don't see how this could turn around. Maybe you're going to see little strike teams such as Kane and Flux get on the rear line of GREENFOR, get a lot of kills. Bay, with his 2-man team on the rear, come in, also get a few kills. But if GREENFOR moves quickly, I think they'll be able to sweep and hit these sectors pretty harshly before BLUFOR can counter.
Yeah, Sector 3 at least, that's going to fall quick, especially with mom's best friend firing out. Yeah,
I'm not wretched, but he's just heavily out of position.
So that should clear up that sector for GREENFOR to push in and take it.
Mom's best friend started engaging. He's immediately pinned down by machine gun fire from Michael.
Literally what I just said. So yeah,
my bad. I'm so sorry.
I know. I just think I didn't do that. So while he's up there, he won't be able to defend it, but since he opened fire, he's not going to be able to. He's not going to last too long. Sector 2, it's got considerably more forces, and like you said, they have built up that bottleneck. But I just don't know. I feel like they could swim across this island and then over to the lighthouse very easily. Or even use those BTRs to get up on there and strike at their rear, clearing a way for them to just walk in, and then the crew could take it even. And then the last sector, Sector 1, actually might even be able to take care of that. So, I mean, I'm with you. We're just going to see, well, actually, yeah, no, I'm actually pretty hard with you. I think BLUFOR have lost too many personnel.
We're seeing Bald and best friend here doing their best to stave off the assault. I saw Wiki get knocked unconscious. Flux and Kane were around the corner. I think Kane just got sniped, actually, yeah.
Damn.
I think they were fighting Maz, the Platoon HQ, and Maz was able to get the kill on, yeah, Kane. They walked right on top of each other. I think they traded, or Flux might have dropped the finishing blow. So that's actually not what you want to see these heavy hitters do, because they really need to get high KDs here to make things work. Dooley, no.
Adrian.
I know Bald Eagle was in there. I think he's dead now. I don't see his body anymore.
Well, I don't see his.
Yeah, I think Adrian threw that and blew up the structure. Damn.
Yeah, I think he was only trying to blow up the wall as well, because you can see the craters on the outside of the wall. I think
accidental. No, the crater for me is next to the structure itself.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
No, now I see it. Yeah, you're completely right.
Mom's best friend being suppressed by 50 cals now. And you got the SOCOM bit coming around on the to try to overwatch. It's got to be careful not to overextend too much to the right, because then the BTRs will be able to engage it. Yeah, so Bay, I think they're coming down here to steal a vehicle, yeah, so they can move in quicker. So little step off from just following them in, but with the Vic, they can actually get right on top of them now and engage these from the rear. I think if Bay is able to, he can take out the armed M2 Vics, and he can also snipe the BTRs, and that would be the best bet in stopping this plan.
Flux, triple timing it away out of there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to push because he knows he lost his battle buddy, and he's already taking some suppressive shots from down the runway.
Ooh, that GL.
2 GLs going up there.
Like that 3, 4. That 4 doesn't look like it did much.
They got to get it in the little window.
Yep. Close enough isn't going to cut it. Anderson trying to pen the metal.
Yeah, he sees them moving around up there. Wow. Wow. Who threw that? Thorn?
Must have been Thorn, yeah.
Wow. Well, you have instant confirmation that he's dead. That was a great. He lands a second one.
Yeah. Great throwing. And that ace fragmentation, like you said, really going to help out with killing off Mom's best friend.
We really need to see that northern BLUFOR group. They're going to remount in the SOCOM Humvee and pull back. That's the best play they can make right now. They have to play purely defensive right now. BLUFOR, we're only 20 minutes in the 50-minute round, to be perfectly honest. So it's...
10?
Yeah, this is going to take probably another 10-15 minutes, but
I agree.
I see the GREENFOR group on the left coming in. I don't know how those 4 guys in BLUFOR are going to do. I haven't seen them before. I'm hoping we see a really great fight, but they're fighting X-Ray, who has all the really fun suppressed shit, so we'll see.
Yeah, they can get real close with those suppressed rifles.
Flux is in trouble. I think he'll be able to spray down Naps on that Vic, but... Yeah, you got the driver. Naps is now blindly spraying, but that gave his position away. Now you got Gabian pushing.
Yeah, takes 2. Dog for that grenade. Oh, that's a satchel charge too. That whole place is about to go up.
Oh my god. Oh!
Well, I'm glad that Nemesis was
well, they got Flux.
There goes the neighborhood. Christ alive, Dog 4. Nemesis,
When you want Papega Pirates dead, nothing less will do.
Holy shit.
That was, wow. I hope Nemesis is awake now. It's very late for him. I assume he's woken up.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at Payan. Look at Payan. Payan's coming to say hello. 1 headshot, 2 headshots, 3 headshots. Payan knows how to count to 3. I love how the machine gunner immediately spun around on the SSWT kit and he still got shot in the face. Oh, oh man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Those fuel tanks going just... Oh my god. I'm surprised Nemesis is alive, honestly, because...
Oh gosh, now you have the BTRs harassing the rear here, picking people off because those groups came back. X-Ray, meanwhile, Naders is dead. He was the sniper. No, he was the AS Val gunner. So these,
guys, because they're throwing smokes downhill towards the BTR.
And they're going in the water.
Right into the water, and they're getting like next to no smoke cover. Oh, and here's X-Ray now inside the structure vagrant.
That's so cute that they're using 7.62 on BTRs. I mean, maybe against the top armor it might be able to pen because that is where it's weakest.
Gets 1.
Big, yep.
Just 2 more there in Sector 1.
Blam gets that guy on the other side though.
Yeah, you're going to try to find another angle to work.
Ooh, Vagrant picked off by Lone Star through the 2nd story window. Actually, the 1st story window as he's on the 2nd story catwalk. Yeah. Great angle.
Scaffolding, very nice.
Ooh, Marksman just picked off the guy next to Thorn. AT firing over. It goes over Cosmo's SOCOM Humvee.
Jeez. Yeah, base group, they're trailing, but they're so far away that I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything. Trying to open up on the GREENFOR that's over across the bay.
No, bay's actually to their east right now.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Yeah,
I can feel your face palm, sir.
Starting to regroup.
Totally ignored it.
Big test, well, pretty much the final test of the Sector 2 group.
Yasuhiro,
how long they're going to be able
interestingly enough, kind of, because it sinks most of the frame, it makes it a smaller target for AT to hit at longer ranges.
Secure this sector.
Because once the AT hits the water, it's a dud. Ooh, three-man group Bant just knocked out H2PW. Nemesis Dog 4 have turned around. They're now moving back.
BTRs are on land.
Nemesis gets hit multiple times by Dooley. Bayant comes around. Nemesis tries to make it to cover as Bayant gets out with that PKM.
Blom gets...
Runs out of ammo.
Only Squeaks
Dog 4 now flanking. 3 pistol shots go out. It's time to reload that PKM. Oh no! Dog 4, you just damned Nemesis. Done, done.
Oh Jesus! He's really liberal with those explosives. I don't know how he didn't kill Chow and Bay.
He killed the other one that was with him though. Wow, wow, Bayan. Okay, yeah, yeah, with a handgun, with a freaking handgun.
Squeaks and Blom getting some shots, and Blom seemed to be getting.
And Nemesis slays Bay as Nafs kills Chow. Good combo there. But it's looking really bad for BLUFOR right now, unfortunately. Blam, meanwhile, getting some good kills. Grenade might blow up in his face, though. Ow.
Literally, as you look over, Squeaks is able to defend it. Blom's been trying to work that door. Managed to get Lone Star, and so it is just Squeaks left. And now the BTR coming in from Despo. I don't know. Squeaks doesn't look like they have AT. Nope. Just a rifle.
So BLUFOR being able to hold Bandits with one guy now. Olaf trying to overwatch from the hospital, though. That will hopefully be effective.
Oh, here comes Depso.
What are the BTRs doing?
Exactly what they've been doing. They're using the water to their advantage.
But they're solo crewed.
Yes. And I don't think you understood.
I think they think that BLUFOR doesn't have any AT because they weren't fired at earlier, so they're just gonna roll right in.
Well, apparently none of them have any AT here, so... Banks does have explosives, though. I do see that. And so does Coac.
What is this? Shenanigans.
Coac's trying to fall back and move around. Here comes Depso and Tamek. Pushing the front gate. Depso gonna try and push around this truck. But there is a satchel charge right beneath it. So if he tries to split that gap, he's gonna get blown to high hell.
What is this?
We got a second one on the ramp too. They are prepared to go down swinging. That was way too early.
Yeah, someone panicked.
Yep, and the second one is still there on the ramp. But that first one, yeah, way too early.
That's funny.
Supporting fire coming in, suppressing Colin and Kevin. And it's actually just Banks who's alive inside the sector. And as he starts to push out, Bridges and Warwick are going to come over here. Banks is going to fall off the container.
Olaf gets a nice shot.
Bridges, did he see him? They're going to come across him right now. Oh, Banks right in the middle of all this. They're pushing to the back. They're going to...
that's that sector done. Yep.
Yep, and now it's actually just Sector 1. Oh, wait. Kevin is No, he isn't.
Yeah, he was, and then he left
for
it.
like a split second.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And now it is literally just Squeaks. Grab is here now. He's gonna recognize that and push over, I'm sure.
Steinberg, execute that man. Oh my gosh. Now it's a race for Sector 1. The BTR's already going around.
Only 20 minutes left in the mission. 22.
Yeah. These freaking BTRs. Oh no. I thought they were gonna ram each other too. Oh, that would have been funny.
Happening too.
We have one last weapon. The explosive
Ourselves.
charge.
Oh, that too.
Via ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nemesis in the cruise wagon. Olaf is prone here. Kernshaw's playing dead. Kernshaw, turn around. Kernshaw, turn around. You heard those suppressed shots.
Oh.
Kernshaw. Olaf, kill that man.
Nass is gonna get him. No, Nass one's right in. Squeaks is.
Squeaks him to death.
Why would you just run in there? Nemesis is gonna come in and he's gonna see his dead buddy and he's gonna start slicing the pie. Yep, those double taps definitely gonna give him away. Squeaks actually does have the small somehow. I don't know where he got that from, but there's one man who could stand up against all the GREENFOR.
Ooh, Despo almost picking off Nemesis through the shack.
Yep.
Olaf lost track of Kernshaw or something as he now runs into the A. I don't know how Olaf didn't see Kernshaw run in front of him, but he didn't. Squeak's getting shot at by a suppressed shooter, I think. No way. No freaking way. No, they're gonna blow it up with 14.5 millimeter. Kernshaw finally runs in front of Olaf again and gets taken out.
Squeaks is trying to run out of there, looks like. He doesn't want to stay inside.
Suppress the shit out of it with 14.5. Do it.
Yeah, suppress it as in take it down.
They're throwing in grenades.
Oh, there's a rocket.
Ooh, Squeaks! He's taking fire from Grav, so it's forcing him to stay pinned, but my god.
Here comes Buckets with his pistol. Gonna swap out for that M4. Pops a fresh mag, and now he's gonna go in to seal the deal.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I could say that.
Olaf's still watching people push by and to pick him off. Shoreline, I think, knows he's there, though. Throws a grenade to rout him out. Olaf didn't see the bounce. Another grenade goes in. This one bounces off the back wall, though.
Comes Buckets checking those windows. Squeaks hears that engine. He's not gonna peek his head. Gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me.
Buckets catches Squeaks.
Wow.
This is just absolute insanity.
That is ridiculous. Squeaks with a 180 flick. I don't even know if it was 180 or not, but I'm gonna give it that to him because he just earns it.
Squeaks, don't you dare backblast yourself, buddy.
Ooh,
More
GLs.
explosives.
Oh my god, that actually took a fucking...
No! No!
Oh, his legs.
Despo has to get out and he'll claim the sector.
No, he just has to be occupied for another 13 minutes. Or however
Whoever
long
runs
it
into the sector claims it. I don't think Despo's realized it. Shoreline might be the one to run it, but if Olaf can sneak in last second, because you can't capture a sector if you're in a Vic.
No.
Oh my freaking god. This round.
Yes, thank you, Adrian. I think Depso, yeah, I think he's completely forgotten. Now here comes Shoreline. If he's just gonna run right in. No, him and
Squeaks
Olaf
for the
still.
win. Oh, Adrian's right. What is up with this little foreplay bullshit here? Colin and Kevin might kill
Yep. Just maybe. They might
Are
get
you
him.
freaking kidding me?
They might just get him, Liru. Do you want to put money on that?
I really can't believe this. What is this? What is this?
F and F.
The round should be over. Why is the round not over?
I don't know. Colin, is he gonna snipe Wheaton out of the turret? He's trying to, but he can't quite make it.
What is this? No, I don't think the BTR realizes that he needs to dismount to actually take the sector.
I don't think so either.
This man is literally matrix dodging all these shots. My God, now you got Kevin trying to pick off the gunner.
Yep. And now Olaf is in the zone.
Oh, no he's not. Come on, Despo,
not?
dismount. 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 Wait, Olaf's in a Vic. It doesn't count. Oh.
No, it doesn't, but so is Depso, so it doesn't count. But here comes Cool Breeze.
Cool Breeze. Yes. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's in. He's in. Victory.
So fucking stupid. That's how it ends. I fucking hate this. Who wrote this script?
Oh my God.